Good evening. Thank you for joining us. It is Tuesday, January 9th, 2024. This is the Dearborn Board of Education's annual organizational meeting. While we are recording this, it is not being broadcast live. At this point, I would ask for a call to order as we bring this meeting to order.
Trustee Berry?
Here.
Trustee D'Ambrosio?
Here.
Trustee Moses?
Here.
Trustee McDonald?
Here.
Trustee Petrikoff?
Here.
Trustee Watts? Here. President Thorpe?
Here. Next item, please.
Citizen participation. Citizens wishing to address the board on agenda and non-agenda items for action who are signed in by 6:25 p.m. by submitting a blue card to the board secretary may speak at this time. The board may not be in a position to respond to non-agenda items. Therefore, speakers should not anticipate an immediate response to their comments or questions. For the benefit of all concerned, do not mention the names of students or school district employees. Please keep your comments as brief as possible. There is a 3-minute time limit on comments made to the board.
Any cards?
Nope.
All right. Next item then.
Election of board officers for the 2024 calendar year. President recommended,
Recommended action. So
move that blank be nominated to serve as president of the P12 Board of Education and as chairperson of the Henry Ford College Board of Trustees for the 2024 calendar year.
I would put forward the name of Hussein Berry to be nominated to serve as president for the 2024 calendar year.
I'll support.
I was about to say, there doesn't need to be support on these ones. Are there any other names that would want to be put forward? All right. With no other names, we can do a unanimous consent on the election of the president. Do I hear any disagreement with that? Then by unanimous consent, the president of the board for the 2024 school year will be Hussein Berry. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Next item.
Vice President, move that blank be nominated to serve as vice president for the P12 Board of Education and as vice chairperson of the Henry Ford College Board of Trustees for the 2024 calendar year.
I would like to nominate Mary Petrikoff as vice president.
Are there any additional names to bring forward? You know, I just realized something. At some point, I was supposed to ask you if you would accept the nomination, right?
If he accepts the,
Was that part of the consent too?
There was a little,
You said
Too
thank
late
you,
now.
so all right.
I said thank you, so I guess that's
All right, that was
confirmation.
consent enough.
Thank you.
All right, no additional names brought forward. May we attach unanimous roll to the role of vice president to Mary Petlichkoff for the 2024 school year. All right, do you accept?
I accept.
Thank you. Next item.
Secretary, move that blank be nominated to serve as secretary of the P12 Board of Education and as secretary of the Henry Ford College Board of Trustees for the 2024 calendar year.
I move that Irene Rotz be nominated to serve as secretary of the P12 Board of Education and secretary of Henry Ford College.
Are there any additional names to bring forward? All right, hearing none, may I attach a unanimous roll? So be it. Do you accept?
I do. Next, treasurer, move that blank be nominated to serve as treasurer of the P12 Board of Education and as treasurer of the Henry Ford College Board of Trustees for the 2024 calendar year.
I move that Patrick D'Ambrosio be nominated to serve as treasurer.
Any additional names to be brought forward? Hearing none, may I attach a unanimous roll? So be it. Do you accept?
I accept.
Thank you. Next item.
Action item, are there any agenda items on this agenda which board members or the superintendent wish to discuss and vote on separately? If there are, we will exclude these from the motion below.
One thing I will bring up, this is still relatively new. Last year was the first year we did this. These action items are really just stating to the public the different groups that the school district does business with, the regular banks, the architects, the construction firms, the legal counsel. So that's what we're dealing with here. Any trustees have Any questions on any of these items, anything that they'd like to pull? All right. So, Madam Secretary, can you go forward with the recommended action?
Move that action items numbered 1 through 6 be approved as recommended in this agenda.
So moved.
Support.
Motion by trustee Petlicoff, supported by trustee McDonald. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? All right, motion carries.
Summary of agenda action items. Number 1, approval of banking services per Board Report 23-76. Number 2, approval of general counsel. Number 3, approval of specific legal counsel. Number 4, approval of school district auditor. Number 5, approval of district architectural firms. And number 6, approval of routine advertisement.
That was all the business that we had for this part of the meeting. We will adjourn this meeting. The regular meeting will begin at 7 p.m. Between now and then, if anyone needs to take a break, and I believe the Board of Education will be gathering somewhere for a photo. So at this point, I will adjourn the organizational meeting. Thank you all.